There are many organizations that are making positive changes in people's lives every day. However, there is one organization that goes far beyond that, and the name of that organization is the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society in Brooklyn, New York, often referred to as Bethel. So why are so many drawn to this organization? As those in this organization who are referred to as Jehovah's Witnesses are widely persecuted and hated because of their message, and yet they still love their neighbor. Yet, when asked, some say that it's the true brotherly love that is shown in the congregation to one another. Others say it's the truthful logic of the scriptural evidence that's at hand, and yet a great majority say that it's the clean moral direction and living that attracts them to this organization. On investigation, it appears that there is absolutely zero bigotry within 239 different countries and languages. Most say that they are just normal people who love God, Jesus, their brothers, and their neighbors. Almost every person asked said that they appreciate that there is no tithing or collection plates at the meetings. Most people do not realize that to qualify for baptism, you have to go through a great deal of training. For instance, it takes up to 2 to 3 years of studying the Bible before you can qualify for baptism. One very important comment that I'd heard was that they appreciated that the congregations were always kept spiritually clean, and that there were no hierarchy of clergy or ministers. For instance, all those who volunteer for full-time Bethel service only receive a small allowance for personal needs. This applies to all, whether they're working in the kitchen or whether they're on the board of directors. I also found out that everything that is done in the congregation is volunteered out of love for Jehovah and their brothers. I was also very surprised to hear that with the use of the Bible, the witnesses can answer most of life's questions. After talking to a couple of Jehovah's Witnesses on the street, they mentioned that this is the greatest preaching campaign that the world has ever known. In fact, there is 1,748,697,447 hours that was spent preaching in 2013. Wow, that is one lot of time. So there's no doubt that the witnesses are expanding exponentially. My investigation has also uncovered the fact that there are no other organizations that study the Bible to the same extent as do Jehovah's Witnesses. The reason why Jehovah's Witnesses are able to get all this work done so effectively is because their organization is extremely well organized from one end to the other. All Bible studies are free, and all literature is free, and all of the money needed for the preaching work come from funds donated by Jehovah's Witnesses. I was also able to uncover some very interesting statistics here, that there is 113,823 congregations earthwide, and that there are 7,965,954 baptized Jehovah's Witnesses, and at this time, year of 2013, they had 9,254,963 free Bible studies. There was also 19,241,252 that attended the memorial of Jesus' death. That is incredible. Another point that must be noted is that they are a very industrious and self-sufficient people. And what I mean by that is that all the following departments are staffed completely by volunteer Jehovah's Witnesses. I never realized it, but they actually have a farm with animals like beef, pork, chicken, and lamb. In addition to this, they have their own vegetable garden and they grow their own grains. All this for food production for the Bethel staff. I asked when the Watchtower was first printed, and they mentioned that the first printing came out in 1879. Today, though, they print simultaneously in over 140 different languages. That is incredible. When asked about their churches and what they are like, they replied, well, we don't have churches. What we have are simply what we refer to our kingdom halls. And they're very humble places of worship that are not extravagant with gold figurines and all that.